Hey everybody out there in YouTube land, this is Jake Jabberelli of Jabberelli.com. Just a bunch of referral links. I'm back after like a year hiatus, almost, roughly. Yeah, well, in any case, I'm back. I want to talk about not financial advice, title of this video. I am here to talk about how it's not really financial advice, but saying that doesn't really matter. So, what do I mean? Well, through the help of the plain bagel here, who is a financial advisor, literally, he has determined that the law and a lawsuit from the 1980s pretty much absolves people of giving financial advice. Let me explain how that works. Giving financial advice is directive. That is, it's to a particular individual, one person or one group of people, where a person who has authority to state that whatever they're saying, this stock or this bond or this financial thing, is a good investment because they've done a lot of research and study on it. And their authority, having been given them by the state, states that they are allowed to give that financial advice. Now, of course, that could be bad, but they're legally allowed to give this and are protected by the law because of their research and their education. So they're allowed to give advice that is legal and financial. But that is to a specific person or group of persons, as stated in this thing. Like, you're being paid to give by that person. That person's paying you directly to give you advice on what they should do. YouTubers, although they may be paid, are not typically paid by that person that is receiving that financial advice. So they can make all kinds of wild claims. Now, like I said, I'm not a lawyer and I'm not a financial advisor like this guy is, but my understanding of what he says in this video, and I encourage you to watch this video, as I will link in the description below, that by the law, the current law, giving general advice to everyone on YouTube who watches the video is not specific. This is my interpretation of what he says, but I think he would agree with me saying that giving general advice as a YouTuber on YouTube or on some other platform that was copied, I'm not going into copyright law. I'm just saying giving that advice to a general populace is just general advice and not specific advice, nor is it explicitly paid advice. So saying the phrase not financial advice, albeit prudent, is unnecessary. And any advice I might give, disclaimer or not, on YouTube is so general that it doesn't really fall under the law. Now, if I were to give terribly bad, like go steal something or go, buy, it just depends on whether or not I am personally benefiting from it. So it's like, if it's my benefit, it's like I'm selling a particular, let's say I made a coin and then I told everybody they should get it. Yeah, that might fall under it. But when it comes to things like the phrase buy the dip, which a lot of people will do. I gotta find the section. Yeah, there we go. Buy the dip. That's general advice. That's things that a lot of people will say, and whether you heed that or not is up to you. Or buy this, Dogecoin before it goes to 3,000. That's up to you. None of this is explicit, nor are you paying me explicitly to give you this advice. So that is where the disclaimer comes in. I don't have to say not financial advice. I'm still mostly protected under the law in the way that it currently works. So I guess I'm making this video to try to clarify that, although I realize that because the law is subject to interpretation, there may still be concerns about how things are stated. I will always personally strive to give good advice, because it's the very advice that I'm personally taking. If I'm telling someone that I'm buying a coin or well, it's going to be coins primarily. If I'm buying something, I'm buying it because I think it's going to increase in value. Now, we are literally at this very moment here at late February of 2022 in a downturn. And a bear market is otherwise known. And buying the dip is a pretty common advice in this time. And it seems to go contrary to the way that the market's going. Why would you buy when you're down? Why would you sell when you're up? this is normal. I mean, I'm not saying I'm certainly not Warren Buffett, nor do I understand how he thinks in its entirety. But that man has figured out what to do with the market, and he still makes mistakes. So there's no perfect advice. There's nothing that will ever get you exactly what you think you would want, which is infinite income. But I would like to just point out that the disclaimer, this is not financial advice, isn't really what's important. What's important is I'm not giving advice explicitly to one small group of people, even if my constituency, that is followers, aren't that many. You guys aren't paying me directly, nor am I asking for any payment of that sort. Donations are welcome, of course, but that's not going to be direct payment for financial advice. So the clue here is that, well, the meaning and the purpose of this video is to say, I don't really need to say this is not financial advice. The reason I continue to reiterate it is because I want people to understand that that is not what I'm doing. I'm doing this for my benefit. I'm doing it because I like it. I think it's important. I like these coins, and if you get in on it, it's your choice. But I don't want to make anyone feel uneasy. I just want to make as clear as I possibly can what the not financial advice point is. And this video, that's because our finance YouTubers are breaking the law. I don't even know if I called myself a finance YouTuber. I'm interested in crypto, and I like crypto mining. But this particular video does go into great detail. It's 20 minutes long. If I keep talking, my video will be 20 minutes long as well. But I just needed to bring this up and make the point so that people understand that my non-financial advice, it doesn't really even have a legal bearing, and even if it did, I don't think saying this is not financial advice would actually be a really good defense in court. It also depends on what I was doing. If I was giving out horrifically bad advice in general, just about like, oh, this stock is going down, or this coin is going down in value, you should definitely buy it. Right. What benefit does that benefit me? I don't even know. It's not a pump and dump scheme in this sense, because if it's falling at this slower rate or over a great deal of time, I don't know how that's a pump. But being aware, keeping oneself aware, keeping as much understanding of the market as one can possibly comprehend, how can that be detrimental? I guess if you're doing it at work when you're supposed to be doing something else, that might be detrimental. But if you're doing it in your free time, when you have the opportunity, and you're seeking to better yourself as best you can to understand what you can about the market, good, do that. Go right ahead. I would say that that's a good idea, but I would be doing that too. So I'm not going to give any advice, whether it be financial or not, that I don't personally believe in. And I will, and Blockchain John himself on the Cryptocurrency Chat channel can vouch for the fact that I have made statements that were not necessarily false, but in contradiction to the way the market went. In particular, and he will remind me incessantly, probably to the end of my days, that I predicted that Bitcoin would never break $25,000. I'm wrong, and I accept it. But I might add a minor disclaimer to that, saying, although I didn't actually at that time think that Bitcoin would ever break $25,000, it's of no detriment to say that. Now, if a person took my advice and sold their Bitcoin, okay, maybe. But the detriment was, if it goes above 25,000, that's good, because the value went up. If I say it's never going to do that, I'm wrong. I don't know that my platform's really all that big at the moment, and whether or not people would take my advice as valid, okay. But whatever I do give advice on is what I'm doing. So when I'm saying I don't think it's going to go above that, it's because I honestly did not believe it would. So I'd just like to wrap this up real quick here and say that thank you for coming back to my channel after so long. And I will try to be posting more regularly. There's a lot of stuff going on right now, and I'd like to try to keep up with current things. I can't say everything on Cryptocurrency Chat because it has a different purpose. But my channel is just a bunch of referral links, as you may already know. So thank you for watching my show, and we'll catch you up on the next episode.